Look at this. That is nasty. This kid is being labelled as the next Tracy McGrady. Mind you, those are no small shoes to fill. But we're witnessing something special, so stay around while we unpack it all. At 6'9" with a wingspan of over 7 feet, AJ Dybantsa is a rare combination of size, skill, and basketball IQ. It's easy to forget he's just 17 years old, thanks to his 200-pound frame and an innate understanding of how to get to his spots. Dybantsa has been on scouts' radars for years, but unlike other early stars, he hasn't plateaued. He just keeps getting better and better. He's ranked number 1 in the country, and for good reason. Scoring a mind-blowing 104 points out of a possible 120, Dybantsa checked in with 8s and 9s for every category, including a perfect 10 in potential. I mean, leading the 2023 Peach Jam in scoring as an underclassman is just one example of his offensive firepower. But his untapped potential on defense, thanks to his length and agility, might be even more exciting. So, who is this wonder kid? AJ Dybantsa was born on January 29th, 2007 in Brockton, Massachusetts. And he's been destined for greatness from a young age. You might have seen some clips online, but if you haven't, then no need to worry, you're still early. One of his biggest inspirations was actually Terrence Clarke, a top high school prospect and close mentor to AJ. Terrence was like a big brother to Dybantsa and taught him everything about basketball. Sadly, Terrence Clarke is no longer with us after a tragic car crash in 2021, but AJ will undoubtedly be carrying on his legacy and teachings. Now playing for more than himself, Dybantsa spent many hours honing his technique on the court as the COVID-19 epidemic struck when he was barely in 6th grade. He never ceased training, even with the interruption in activity. As games began to commence again, his diligence began to pay off. By 8th grade, at 6'7", he was already the highest in his class of 2026. Apart from surpassing most of his rivals, he also showed incredible ball handling for someone his age, particularly in the wide court, which let him get to the basket with ease. Also in 8th grade, AJ even managed to drop an incredible 73 points in a single game. Like bro, what? He would then lead his varsity team to a 26-2 overall record and championship game, shooting a strong 61% from the field during the entire season, including 41% from 3, which he was rewarded for by being named to the first team all-conference. But how good is he? After a stellar freshman season, AJ Dybantsa made a big move, transferring to Prolific Prep in Napa, California. There, he teamed up with Tyron Stokes, the second-ranked player in the 2026 class, for what promises to be a loaded 2023-24 season. Over the summer, he took his talents international, playing for Team USA at the FIBA Under-16 Americas Championship in Mexico. He put up 12 points in the gold medal game and averaged 14 points throughout the tournament, helping lead his team to a gold medal. AJ also played AAU basketball for the Expressions and participated in the Peach Jam, which was the hottest AAU tournament of the summer, and he did not disappoint. He scored 26 points, grabbed 6 boards, provided 2 assists, and made 82% of his free throws with an average of 10 free throws per game. As soon as this 5-star prospect started his second year, schools like Boston College, UConn, Michigan, Texas, and Alabama were already tripping over each other to offer him scholarships. So, sure, he's good now, but will he fall off? I guess the question is, how good can AJ Dybantsa actually be? Well, the combination of his body type and skill set has both hardcore analysts and casual fans buzzing. At the 2024 Hoop Summit, Dybantsa measured in at 6'9" with a 6'11" wingspan. To give you an idea, he's got the kind of size that puts him in the same category as forwards like Precious Achiuwa and Trey Murphy. Big, athletic wings who can really move. In fact, photos from workouts show him standing taller than Paul George and just a little shorter than Kevin Durant. But Dybantsa's value goes beyond traditional measurements. He's also transitioning his game. As of August 2023, Dybantsa has been working on shifting from a forward to more of a combo guard role. He said it himself in an interview, "I'm trying to be a 2. I'm trying to come off ball screens." For a guy with his size to handle the ball and play with the fluidity he does is impressive. His lateral movement, ability to attack downhill, and physicality make him a matchup nightmare. And if he can fully develop those guard skills, we could be looking at a big-time game-changing player. On defense, Dybantsa shows flashes of becoming a true two-way force. Yes, he has those mental lapses like any young player, but his motor and activity levels are undeniable. He's a pest at the point of attack, using his length and quickness to disrupt opponents. And unlike most other young stars who tend to take it easy on defense to conserve energy, AJ doesn't rest. He's constantly hounding the ball, whether he's guarding a lead ball handler or rotating off the ball. He is a dog. He also loves this baseline dump-off pass and makes it often. But when facing clusters of defenders, AJ very frequently thinks he can seal the deal himself, yamming it on everybody's head. Looking ahead, Dembánsa could develop into one of those rare high-level two-way players. With his length and defensive instincts, he could guard positions 1 through 4. Imagine a scenario where by his mid-20s, he's not only an offensive powerhouse, but also an all-defense caliber player. Within the next 5 years, AJ could easily become one of the best transition players in the world. He's not just a pure shooter at this point, he's more of a shot maker with a lot of his points coming from catch and shoots, even though he easily scores on his drives. What makes AJ even more dangerous is his ability to move with the energy of the pass. Think about that. He just becomes more efficient the quicker he can transfer his momentum. So if you think you can leave him open or dare him to shoot, think again. He will make you pay dearly. His touch is impressive all around, whether it's leaners through traffic, one dribble pull-ups, or wide-stepping finishes at the rim with a soft touch off the glass. And most importantly, he knows what he wants. AJ actually recently went on Paul George's podcast, Podcast P, and of course he had to answer some difficult questions, including if he thinks he's better than this year's top prospects, Cooper Flagg and Ace Bailey.
As a number 1 high schooler, do you feel like you're number 1 pick worthy?
Yeah, I bet on myself. Yeah.
Bet on yourself. Cooper Flagg's in there. Ace Bailey is in there. AJ Dembánsa is in there. I'm going number 1.
Yeah.
I mean, what's he supposed to say? No? But the main thing that I noticed throughout the interview was just the way he held himself and talked with a level head, showing maturity beyond his age. Some of these upcoming draft classes look absolutely loaded. This is a breath of fresh air after what we've seen lately, I'll tell you. The teams that are planning to pick near the top of these drafts might even decide to make things more fun in a bid to get him. And regardless of what the skeptics might think, AJ is worth a punt. An incredible height and wingspan that just screams freak of nature, paired with an extremely strong drive and motivation to succeed at the highest level. I mean, boy, even PG-13 was a fan. It's going to be very exciting to watch his journey unfold. Too bad he's still got to wait a whole nother year to get drafted. If you like keeping up with basketball's young stars, then you'll love what we have in store for you. Join us next time as we look at another up-and-coming NBA wonder kid.